Hello and welcome to the breakout room for the academic program for today's communications popcorn with a program. My name is Jennifer Wellborn and I am the student life supervisor, part of the student life team here at Pima Community College, and we're very happy to have you joining us. I know Renee probably gave you a great rundown of this, but we are doing a best bowl contest for whoever has a great popcorn bowl or vessel. This is my Halloween cat popcorn bowl. Sadly, she doesn't have any popcorn in her right now, but hopefully your bowl or vessel does have some delicious popcorn in it. So if you do have a bowl to share with us, be sure to let me know during the Q&A portion of this breakout room. So that way we can make sure that we get a photo of that and submit you for that contest. So I'm joined today by some different folks from communications. We're going to start with Ken Chavez, who is the academic dean for communications. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome to Popcorn with a Program. As Jennifer mentioned, I'm Dean Kenneth Chavez, and we're thrilled that you are able to join us this afternoon and learn more about the exciting opportunities that our Division of Communication offers for you. So we have a variety of pathways for students, which include a new media, journalism, TRS, communication, creative writing, and literature. We also offer courses in world language, Spanish, French, German, Chinese, Korean, and of course, American Sign Language. But we are here today to help you provide you with more information about our particular programs and the processes that we use to help you get you into the communications division. At this point, I would like to introduce our program advisors, Susie Kunzler.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to share my screen here. Just give me one sec. All right. I think we're all set here. So my name is Susan Kunzler, and I am the Division of Communication Program Manager. It's just a little about me. I'm super passionate about student success, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I've worked in higher education in student support roles for almost 25 years now, so I definitely love it. At Pima, I've been an academic advisor, and I just actually celebrated my 10-year anniversary. So the last 5 of those years, I was the program advisor assigned to this division. So I know these programs really well. Just recently, I took on a new position in the division called the Academic Program Manager. And so with this role, I am the Academic Program Manager exclusively for the TRS and ESL programs. So basically my role there is to manage the entire student lifecycle journey of an ESL or translation and interpretation student. So basically from new student recruitment all the way through alumni services, I work with those students. So even after they graduate, they can reach out to me and I can provide them with resources. I'm also the subject matter expert for the liberal arts pathways in our division, the ones Dean Chavez just mentioned, like communication, journalism, English, writing, languages. So if you're interested in these areas, you do declare the liberal arts degree and you're assigned a liberal arts advisor through student affairs. And what my role with that advisor is to keep the training materials current and relevant and provide up-to-date information about pathways and courses so that they can adequately do their job advising you. I also work with transfer institutions to ensure course transferability. I don't want you to ever waste your time taking a course that doesn't transfer to your major at the university. And I facilitate the creation of new courses at Pima. If there's something I think you should be taking at the community college 100 or 200 level, I will make that recommendation to my dean. Last, I call myself a student experience facilitator. I want to make sure that your experience in our division and at Pima overall is just the best experience it can possibly be. And I want you to have fun and enjoy the process. And so to facilitate that, I like to create special events. I host field trips. We go on student trips to universities here in the area, as well as up north to Phoenix. Just recently, we went to ASU to visit the Walter Cronkite Journalism School. We had a great time. We took a bunch of students up and we got to all pretend to be broadcast news reporters with the big TV screens and everything. So it was a lot of fun. I also do a division-specific new student welcome events and manage the completion ceremonies at the end of the semester in spring. So yeah, basically I want you to just have the best experience possible, and I'll do what I can to make sure you do. Other ways I can assist you, I do work with companies in Tucson to set up specific division major internships. Recently, I just created a environmental writing internship for one of our English students, and she's really interested in promoting environmental awareness. And so I set up an internship with the Udall Foundation here in Tucson. And they work closely with the Environmental Protection Agency and the national parks. And so she was able to work for about 6 months with them and ended up getting a job with one of the national park organizations. I also like to source scholarships for my students. We have recently been approved to create our own division scholarship. So I'm going to be starting the first fundraisers to raise money for that scholarship. And last, I do help you with securing memberships to some of the professional organizations. Each of our division majors typically has a professional organization attached to it. And I think it's really important that you become a member as soon as you can, because it just opens doors to a lot of resources, special scholarships, and it just looks really good on your resume and your application to your transfer university. So typically I can get a reduced membership or even a completely free one. And that's all I have today. I'm just excited to work with you all, and you can always reach out to me if you have any questions about any of our programs or courses in the division. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chris Rodriguez. I am the Director for Advising and Counseling here at Pima College, and I work closely with the Dean of Communications, the Academic Director, Susie, our faculty, program advisors, enrollment advisors, and counselors that support programs, courses, and learning in the Division of Communication. I work closely with both program advisors and counselors, academic success counselors that support the advising teams for the Division of Communication. And so that support, communication. Currently, we're in the process of trying to hire a new program advisor for communications. As Susie just explained, she just accepted a new role. And so as of right now, we have our liberal arts advisor supporting the Division of Communications. And so we're looking forward to providing more support there. And I know Nicole will speak to the role of the program advisors. So for me, I want to speak to our support for communication with our counseling resources. The academic success counselor for communications is Melania Federico, who's located at our Northwest campus, but supports this division across the college. And she's available to speak to anybody, via virtual or in person, depending on the student's needs. To get connected with Melania, you can connect via Pima Connect, email. In the chat right now, I'll add some flyers for both the academic success counselor flyer that we have, which has all of our counselors listed by the divisions they support and how to get connected with them. And then also our SWA, or 24/7 support for counseling services as well. Additionally, I'll put a link to our counseling webpage, which has all of our counseling resources, both internally and externally to the college. And like I said, we also provide student support for counseling 24/7 for a whole host of personal counseling needs that's listed on the website called Student Wellness Assistance. And that can be found on the MyPima under Student Resources for Counseling. And there's a list of courses in that webpage. And so essentially that's what I have for our division. Once again, we do have counseling support for the division. And I'm also here, as Susie explained, to be to assist students in any way possible, to work between both the academic and student affairs. If students run across issues, I'm here to troubleshoot those. So for that, I'll now turn it over to Nicole. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nicole Gregory, and I am a program advisor for liberal arts. And as Chris and Susie both mentioned, the liberal arts advisors are currently helping out with communications students. So what I'm going to talk about today is how you can, when you would work with a PA and how a PA can help you as a student. So when you were first getting started at the college and getting into your first semester, you may have met with an advisor who was helping you with things like placement testing, residency forms, those sorts of things. That was an enrollment advisor. So their focus in working with you was to help you get enrolled at the college and get started on that first semester. So now that you've kind of come over those barriers, we now switch you over to a program advisor. And a program advisor is able to give you much more focused attention specific to whatever program it is you're studying, in this case, communications. So that's the difference between an enrollment advisor and a program advisor, and why you will likely be working with someone different in your second semester and moving forward than you did in your first semester. Okay, now as a program advisor, what is it that I can help you do? I can help you to understand your degree program and to plan ahead for your classes. So I can show you programs that we have like My Degree Plan, which offer you a checklist of all of your classes that you need for your degree. And I can help to explain your degree requirements to you. I can help you to figure out what classes you're going to take and how they would apply to your degree requirements here at Pima. If you know where you're going to transfer to and what program you want to transfer into, a program advisor can help you to look at that transfer program, figure out what classes to take at Pima to meet the requirements at the other school, and figure out how those classes will transfer between Pima and whatever university you want to go to. And then we also have the ability to help you build out a customized semester by semester academic planner that helps you to figure out what classes you're going to take each semester. We can completely customize it to your needs. So if you're only going to be able to take 2 or 3 classes a semester rather than going full time, or if you want to take summer classes, we can help you put that all down on a plan. And as you go through your semesters, if we need to change that, you would also work with your program advisor to make any changes to that plan. So we can help you to understand the order that certain classes might need to be taken in, things like that, and plan ahead for that. Another thing that program advisors can do for you, we can help you to understand different processes at Pima and help you with certain types of forms. So for example, if you need help getting your program changed to a different program or a catalog year or something like that, we can help you with that. We can help you with financial aid appeals, graduation applications, lots of different types of forms and stuff. We'll also help you understand how to upload those to the registrar's office or financial aid or whoever it may be that you need to send them to, how to get those forms submitted. And then we can also help you to understand like how to register for classes using my Pima, and how to understand what you're seeing on the course schedule on the website and things like that. So we can help you to sort of navigate through some of those things that as a student, you wouldn't be doing in the classroom, but are still part of the processes of getting your degree here at Pima. And then finally, what a program advisor can do for you is they can help you to understand and access different resources at the college. So we can help you to discuss maybe different clubs and organizations that you'd be interested in. We might be able to help point you in the direction of appropriate academic resources like tutoring, or as Chris was talking about, our academic success counselors who can help you with things like time management skills. We could also point you in the direction of some of our career resources, like our career counselors or our career services, helping you find internships and stuff like that through those folks. And then programs like this, Popcorn with the Program, which is part of first year experience. And there's a similar one called Career Cafe that is focused specifically on career resources. So we can tell you about those sorts of things too. So we're really here to be kind of your first access point for advising and understanding things at the college. And that's our big role. So if you ever have questions, you can get into Pima Connect and find us and make an appointment with your program advisor or send us an email. We're always happy to help you any way that we can. And as an advisor, I got to tell you, the schedule for spring is now open on the website. So you can go in and you can see the spring classes now. And then registration will start on November 7th. So if you wanted to make an appointment with your program advisor now, they can help you look at the schedule and plan for spring so that you can get registered pretty much as soon as registration opens and before any of those classes fill up. So that's all I really have to say. My information is on the slide here. I'm the very bottom one there, Nicole Gregory. But if you have questions, you can reach out to myself. You can reach out to Susie, or of course, you can also reach out to your assigned program advisor if I'm not that person. And I'm going to turn it back over to Jennifer, and I believe she's got a couple other things lined up for us.
I do. So we have a few moments to be able to ask questions to any of our advisors, program managers, directors, deans that you might have. We have a prompt here for what some of those questions might be, but if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen because I can't see any of you. And there, now I can see the chat. I know Chris has been sharing some great information in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and also add a couple more links in the chat for you all. We have a couple of minutes for questions. If you have a question, you can feel free to use the chat, use the raised hand feature. While we're waiting to see if there's any questions, fun fact for y'all, since we're in the communication Popcorn with a Program, my brother is a photojournalist with the Associated Press, and he is based in Beijing. So he would have gone through one of the programs that's housed in the communications area. And in the chat, we also have a feedback survey link. So you did the first part of the survey when you came into the event. Before you leave, doesn't have to be before you leave this breakout room, but before you leave the event, we'd love for you to do the second part of that feedback survey. We also have a virtual handouts folder link for you. where you can find handouts related to what you've learned about today. We also have some other breakout rooms that you can visit. So those choices are clubs and transfer partners. And then we have 2 rooms with our faculty and staff. So faculty and staff 1 and faculty and staff 2. So if you would like to be moved to one of those other breakout rooms, you can either type it in the chat, raise your hand, unmute yourself, let me know where you'd like to go. If you joined midway through, you're welcome to stay with us for the next round of presentations from this room. None of you have any questions? Nicole, as a program advisor, what are some of the common questions you hear from students?
Students will often ask me questions like, what classes can I take at Pima that will meet requirements over at the university? So that's a very common question. So if they know what program they want to study and what university they want to go to, we'll pull up that program and the specifics in that program. And then if it's in state, we have some really great tools that we can use to confirm how a class at Pima would transfer over. If it's an out-of-state school, then we give it kind of our best guess, and then we recommend the student reach out to a transfer advisor at the university to confirm that before they move forward. But most of our students are staying in state. So oftentimes it's as simple as pulling the program up wherever it is they want to go, if it's the U of A, ASU, NAU, any of those, and then just helping the student understand what they can take at Pima to fulfill those requirements. So when they get to the university, they've already met some of the requirements they need and they can just come in and hit the ground running.
Thanks for that, Nicole. Yes, thank you, Susie. aztransfer.com is also another great place to check out how our courses transfer to our in-state university partners. And you can always double check any of that with your program advisor. So we're just about out of time for this go around. So like I said, you're welcome to stay with us if you joined midway through. If you'd like for me to move you to either the club and transfer partners room or one of our faculty staff rooms, just let me know.